What if I told you that inside you, right now, there's a castle made of diamond and crystal? Not a fairy tale, not a dream. It's what one of the wisest women in all of history discovered, Saint Teresa of Ávila. And inside that castle, in the deepest room, the most hidden of all, lives the King of the universe, waiting for you, knowing you, calling your name. Do you want to know what's inside? Teresa was born in Spain in 1515. From girlhood, she felt something greater living inside her, something she couldn't explain but couldn't ignore. At 45, after years of prayer, struggle, doubt, falling and rising again, God showed her something. Her soul was a castle, not made of cold, dark stone, but of pure crystal and diamond, with many rooms, many hallways, and so much light. And in the most hidden room, the most protected of all, lived the King, God Himself. Let us consider our soul to be like a castle made entirely of diamond or very clear crystal. Saint Teresa of Ávila. Can you picture it? Not a small, broken, worthless soul, a castle of diamonds. That is you. That is your soul, far greater than you've ever imagined. But if this castle is so beautiful, why does it sometimes feel so dark inside? Teresa also said something that sounds simple, but changes everything. The door of this castle is prayer. That's all. You don't need to be a priest or perfect. No complicated words or hours on your knees. You just need to talk to God. Open that door. Say what's in your heart. And here's good news. That door is always available. In the morning, at school, in the car on the way to work, at night when everything is still. For Teresa, prayer is simply this: standing before God, who knows you and loves you, and talking to Him like the best friend you've ever had. But what's inside the castle? What will you find when you walk through that door? Teresa described 7 rooms, 7 stages of drawing closer to God inside the castle. To understand them well, picture them in 3 zones. The first zone, the entrance. You've just begun to pray. You still get distracted. Screams, noise, worries pull you back, but you know where the King is. You've started walking. The second zone, the journey. You're moving deeper. Every time you fail and return to God, you take another step toward the center. Every time you pray, even when you don't feel like it, you advance. Every time you ask forgiveness, the rooms grow brighter. The third zone, the center. Here, the heart finds rest. Here, you no longer need to shout to feel God. You're simply with Him, in peace. Teresa is very clear. The King does not move from the center. You are the one that draws near, and He is always there. But what happens when something dirties one of those rooms? Because that happens to all of us. This is the most important part. Teresa uses an image that explains everything. Picture the castle's crystal exposed to the sun. The sun, which is God, always shines. It never goes out. It never abandons you. But if someone puts a dark cloth over the crystal, the light can't get in. The room goes dark, not because the sun left, but because something blocked the crystal. That's what happens when we sin or drift away from God. We don't put out the light, but we block the crystal. So what dirties the rooms today? For a child, those 2, 3, 4 straight hours on a screen that pull you away from everything, even from God. The lie you told your mom, thinking it didn't matter. The fight with your friend you still haven't fixed because saying sorry costs something. For a teenager, the content on your phone that you know you shouldn't be watching. Social media filling you with envy and anxiety. The God doesn't matter you say out loud when deep down He does. For a mom, for a dad, coming home loaded with work stress and unloading it on the people you love most. Giving up on prayer because I don't have time, while the phone and social media do have time. the grudge unresolved for years. That dirties the rooms, not because you're a bad person, but because all of us at some point let the dark cloth cover the crystal. The good news is that those rooms can be cleaned. How? Teresa explains it in 4 steps anyone can take today, no matter where you're starting. First, open the door. Return to prayer. Even if you feel far from God or have failed many times, that door is always available. Second, ask forgiveness with humility. Don't get paralyzed by guilt. That doesn't help. Acknowledge that you failed and approach God with confidence. He is waiting. He has always been waiting. Third, remove what's blocking the light. If something in your life is systematically pulling you away from God, an app, a habit, an attitude, a grudge, Teresa says to let it go. Not with fear, with love, with freedom. Fourth, don't give up. Teresa calls this perseverance, not perfection. Just keep returning. The king does not close the door because you failed. It's always open. And there's something Teresa repeats over and over, something the king does when we drift away. Teresa says that God, like the greatest shepherd, calls with a very gentle voice. He doesn't shout, he doesn't scold, he doesn't lock the castle because you're in the wrong room. He calls and calls and keeps calling because he never grows tired of you. That voice can sound in a mass that suddenly reaches your heart, in a conversation that shifts your whole perspective, in a moment of silence where you feel you are not alone. That voice is the King searching for you, because for him, no room is too dark to be worth entering to bring you home. 1. Your soul is the most valuable thing that exists. Not your body, not your achievements, not what you own. Your soul, that castle of diamonds, is where God lives. Take care of it, not because you're perfect, but because He dwells inside it, and that makes it infinitely precious. 2. When a room gets dirty, God does not leave the castle. He stays in the center, waiting, calling, and the door to return is always open. It's called prayer. It's called confession. It's called Mass. You can open that door today, right now. Do you remember that diamond castle from the beginning? That castle is you. And the King is not in some distant, unreachable place. He is in the deepest room of who you are, waiting for you. Today, when you pray, you walk toward Him. When you ask forgiveness, you clean the rooms. When you go to Mass, you are at the heart of the castle. And the King always welcomes you back, no matter where you're coming from, with open arms. If this video reached your heart, share it. And for more faith stories for the whole family, find us at Superhero of Faith Stories.